Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. This one's a bit of a long time coming, but I definitely wanted to do it because Stock the Broken, it was a fusion that I was telling people I am definitely all in for. Knew that he was going to be a really, really cool champ. I want to show you some broken stuff with him today. So what have I done? I've built him pretty damn fast with good amounts of accuracy. We're going to be taking him into a couple of hard dungeons to duo carry dungeons, which is where I kind of called him out as going to be really, really effective. So what's going on with this guy? Really, he's got a couple of skills which are kind of nutty. So his A3 is an AoE hit, places poisons on the enemy, basically places 2 poisons, and if there's a burn out there, we'll place 3 poisons and weaken. We'll also give your team continuous heals. So really, really crazy A3. Kind of like Theodore-esque A3. And then Theodore-esque A2 as well. The first hit instantly activates poisons and burns and heals. So he's kind of like giving you a continuous heal cycle whilst also igniting the stuff that does damage to high-level enemies. Which is very cool. The second hit has got a chance to destroy max HP. By the way, it destroys a butt ton of max HP, which might end up being interesting in other content. And then he gives you a turn meter fill as well to get back to your abilities really quick. Both of these are on a 3 turn, which kind of means that because you're cycling one into the other, you only really ever get one A1 in between. And the A1 has got a chance to increase poisons and burns. We've then got this passive, which says it's going to ignore block damage and unkillable with the poisons and burns. I'm going to take him for a spin in the arena towards the end of the video and just see if I can do some silly stuff here as well. But this is interesting at least. Speed in all battles is always good. Yeah, this guy, I think, is pretty top tier. And what's fun about this guy, so I've not built him usual style. I guess I'll show you usual style. Usual style, solo or duo content type of build. Fast, accuracy, survivability. Full regen gear. All of his mastery is about staying alive and going fast, right? So I've not done that with this guy. So I wanted to try something different. I built him as if he's done a hit. So we've kind of gone for Helm Smasher. I have gone for, a decent amount of attack, crit capped, to see if we can get some additional damage away as well. Definitely the Theodore build is like the more high sustain build, all that type of stuff. But I just wanted to try this out. I did pick up a mastery, a blessing for him. So I've gone for blood shield and then emergency heal just to keep him topped up. And we're going to be running him duo alongside Artak. Artak's going to be the guy who's going to be bringing our burns. So we want Artak to be faster than this dude. Similar style build for Artak. He's going to be faster, throwing out the burns, and then he's also bringing me decreased attack. And really what I'm thinking is these two should be able to duo to a high level, probably not max level, but a high level in like Dragon, Ice Golem specifically. But I think they're kind of good as a duo nearly anywhere. So the Artak build, again, fast, got the accuracy and resistance in, less crit and stuff, but he's more about making sure he goes before my Stock, the Broken. So let's start here with Dragon Hard 6. I think 6 is a good level to come in on. I'm going to show you this team in a minute as well, which is more like a high-powered team. But we're going to try. I'm interested if they just do it naturally on auto, which is what you want. So he's going to be our speed lead. We've got some food champions in here, which are going to die. Ideally, he opens with his poisons and he opens with his burn. But I know Artak's a bit dodgy about opening with his burn, so I might have to set an AI for this. Yeah, so he opens with his decreased attack. It's not the end of the world. You can see we got heals out already. We start to ignite all of the damage numbers that are out there. I think it probably works anyway. I'd rather Artak was opening with his burn though. But you can see without any regen gear, I've got one set of immortal on my Stock, and honestly I don't need it. We are obliterating the waves. Like, see you later on the waves. And then we get that ignite, a ton of damage away. And he actually hits kind of decently hard as well. Not like crazy hard. You definitely don't need to build him in a damage build. I just thought it'd be fun to try. But you can see here, smack our way through the waves, and then we get ourselves onto the dragon. And obviously, decreased attack helps us a lot for this boss. Someone with brimstone helps a lot as well. So brimstone here on my R-tack is definitely going to put some work in and some damage in. But between them, I mean, they're just constantly full health because of the heals from stock. And we've got so much like extra damage against this dragon. It's kind of nuts. Through the burns and the poisons. And then we get the ignite off as well, which just massively speeds things up. So a 2-man against hard 6 comfortably in good gear for like 1.5 minutes, which is pretty mad with 3 food champs, honestly. Pretty mad. Okay, so we're going to try stage 6. Ice Golem is a tough fight no matter what. Okay, and this took me a little bit of tinkering to get some stats to the right sort of place because you can just get one shot by the boss very, very easy. Ice Golem's the hardest dungeon to sort, like generally, I would say. Certainly like endgame. To get those consistent teams going. You can see here we're taking a bit of flack, but at this point, we're going to heal right back up. Everybody is going to be dead in like 20 odd seconds. Moving on to the next wave. Get our poisons out again. We get our burns out again. So they're ticking away. We get the half health with his ignite ability. And at this point now, it's kind of done. We're going to take a little bit more damage, but I think they're all dead as it is. And we're on to the boss. Now, you do need a burner for the boss, okay? The burning is required because that's actually how you get your damage away on this. You can't put poisons on hard. You can put poisons on normal. So you can see here, we're going to get that ignite away. Oh, we're taking little chunks. The side ads are going to drop now, which is actually a good timing for that. Because now we're just going to rinse through the burns and the ignites. And honestly, like, as I say, this is a tough boss. It's one that I dread when I see it in, you know, the event stuff. Because it's just a faff. I even tend to go back to stage 20 normal. Just because it's a pain in the ass, honestly. So to get a duo that's also building my food up at the same time is kind of mental. But R-tack doing most of the work on the boss, honestly, here. But yeah, there you go. It's going to be about a 2-minute stage 6 hard clear, which I think is very solid. So what I want to show you next is, if we go back to Dragon, I'll show you what he looks like in a strong team. So when I'm not worried about food farm, I'm just trying to do a speed farm, stage 10. So I'm bringing Theodore and Calvalax in the mix now. And we're going to bring in Newt for the boss. Mainly Newt's coming in for the enemy max HP hit on the boss. Stage 10, which is tough to beat. Stage 10, it's tough to get a decent farm team up. So we've got all of the different ignites. Theodore does my first level of ignite. And bam, through the first wave, 10 odd seconds. We're going to get a reset of abilities now because he only has one A1, so we know he's going to be going back through his abilities any second. Here it comes. Full poison and burn complement on the enemy. Obviously, Theodore's bringing the stuff like increased speed as well. Absolutely dead. 30 odd seconds onto the boss. Now, Newt can say, let me play. Comes in with a triple enemy max HP smack. And at this point, you've just got to be able to stay alive, and Stock doing a ton of work for your whole team here to stay alive. Look at the decimation of hard 10. Absolutely nuts. 54 seconds and wrecked. And what's lovely about this team, look at the spread of damage. It's like we're all in the gang, which I like. We don't often see that. So everybody pulling their weights. Very, very cool. Very cool. So yeah, I know a lot of people were down on this guy, and I didn't really have time when he came out to show you just how good he can be. This is another like cool area, I think, where there's a bazillion people that can kill Minotaur, right? Don't get me wrong. Bazillion. But this guy could definitely solo it with whoever you're trying to build masteries on. I don't know. I just buy masteries nowadays, so let's assume it's this guy. He's not going to be fast like Well, he's fast, actually. But he's not going to be fast like a Thor or something like that. But I just thought I'd show you, like, one build, and it is a good build, can just smack through a whole bunch of stuff. Like, absolutely annihilate. And obviously, when you're on the boss, super easy anyway. Xing Wong, do your work. But yeah, I think people underrated this guy by a mile. Like, I really feel like he's a Theodore. He's literally a Theodore, and Theodore is one of the most, you know, wanted champions that exists. So definitely underrated, that guy. So the last thing I want to test for this video is just arena shenanigans. Like, I've got him now with lethal dose. I do have a high level blessing, so that makes some sense. I've got Gizmak in there who's going to apply burns for me. And we're just going to see. I guess Stone Skin's still a problem for poison specifically. Not for Gizmak. But if there's no Stone Skin out there and we get to have a turn, then burns and, and poisons to death is what we're going to get out of this team. Stone Skin would be a massive problem, though, which obviously is very meta still. But yeah, we're just like, oh, it's almost a one-shot. If I built him for higher damage, honestly, rather than the build I got him for there with, I think he ignores the unkillable, right, with that ignite. If I built him for higher damage with that A2 skill, I think he just one-shots that whole enemy wave. I'm not saying we're going to see this guy in plat anytime soon, but it is fun. Oh, Gizmak doing work as well. Love that. Anyway, I mean, super fun champ. I think there's tons going for this guy. Stock the Broken actually was broken. I hope you didn't miss out. Anyway, I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.